this angle. Guess who joined a sorority? Okay, hopefully this can be the thumbnail. Wait. Wait, no. Okay, so today is Monday, and I spent the whole weekend doing the rounds for a sorority, and I was not expecting any of that. High key, I was just like grateful to be speaking to a bunch of people, and kind of like, and I was grateful to be able to introduce myself to a bunch of people over and over again, and it was not tiring at all. Like, I usually find other people as being like so draining, and that weekend I did pray on the floor, and not because I'm a crash out, but really because I started this year sitting on the floor in my dorm and just praying. Okay, something that helps me to pray is, okay, I feel like it was super easy for me to imagine that there was a God when I was a toddler, and there's a picture of me as a toddler on my wall in my room, and so I just like try to remember like praying, or try to remember like my first memories of my mom like telling me about like that there's a God, because she's super into it. And so I just kind of think about that, and I just sort of can I don't know, like what's the word? I can sort of imagine it if I just think about my first introduction to like that. Anyways, so I just sit on the floor sometimes, and I would do that this weekend. And yeah, I was not expecting to get into a sorority. Like, there was this whole thing like where we stand around with our little envelopes and we act super surprised about which sorority we got into. I only got a call back from one, so I thought that they would have to like call me back several times, if that makes any sense. Like, I thought that there was gonna be like several steps, and yeah, I wasn't not expecting to actually get in, but I did. And I'm actually really excited, even though I don't show it because I have to act stoic, but I'm actually like really happy. Like during the last day, which was Sunday, they showed us this video on the TV in the little chapel room, and I was like, wait, why am I about to cry right now? I kind of feel like, and I don't even feel like I had the values that I have now to even join a sorority when I was like freshman or whatever. But last year I went to tour the sorority dorm, but I did not go to the rounds last year. But this year I actually went to the rounds and I got in. But yeah, the reason why I didn't go to the rounds last year was because I got a bad vibe. I just got a vibe that I was gonna get bullied. So I just didn't go. And last year I was also like friends with some weird niggas. No offense. No offense, but I was like friends with niggas that would like change their gender every 5 seconds, and that was like a full-time job. I'm not even kidding you. Like I was friends with some weird niggas that would change their gender every 5 seconds, try to act like I wasn't a girl because they were just so delusional, so delusional. Mind you, okay, imagine being friends with people that change their gender every 5 seconds but want to make it out like you're not a girl, and then while you're rushing a sorority or researching a sorority, their lame ass is trying to make it out like they want to be in a sorority too. Like, nigga, all of this work. I'm sorry, but I just hate an unpredictable ass nigga. Like, so I'm not a girl, but you want to be in a sorority? Nigga, fuck out of here. Honestly, like, it was so odd. So I kind of like feel safe that I got to be, you know, in a sorority and away from niggas. If I'm being completely honest with you, after I hit puberty, I was friends with a lot of creepy ass men. And the reason why is because I was just really open and accepting and non-judgmental in various ways. And I was okay with niggas like interrupting my life. Not only that, you know, when you hang out with men, you hang out with niggas that are one of the guys. And I've always been one of the girls, which half of you can't relate. And I'm not going to explain what that looks like and what that feels like. But when you hang out with a nigga, like, he tries to get you to internalize some of his insecurities and everything wrong with him. Because when you internalize his insecurities, you're in a way adopting him and becoming his mom. And sometimes I would hang out with women that weren't one of the girls either. And I was okay with that too. But one thing about somebody that's not one of the girls, one thing about them is that if they're not one of the girls, they don't see anybody as a girl. Anybody. and not no nigga that they're attracted to, and not no nigga that they want to be friends with. They don't see anybody as a girl, and they have no way of relating to others. So joining a sorority kind of is, in a way, saving me from having foreign insecurities that my body would typically reject. And I don't know, it's like a way of like affirming like adulthood and things like that. Yeah, like right after that, I don't know, like I was just super happy that I got the chance to join a sorority, and yeah, I don't have to struggle with the bitches that don't feel community with women, if that makes any sense, because that's not an insecurity that I have. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I was super happy, and like and like everything I did this weekend to like kind of take on the character of somebody that would be in a sorority was completely unnecessary, because I already have that character. And I'm super grateful to my mom for telling me to join a sorority, because she was like, oh, like there would be nothing wrong with being in a group, you know what I mean, like just try it, you know. So but what else? That's really all I did. Okay, hopefully this can be the thumbnail. Hold on. But yeah, I got this pin or something. High key. Everybody that I have like had a conversation with this school year like has an eating disorder. Like Oh yeah, and I also got a job. High key, like, everything's been going right ever since my first video of the school year called Back to School, where I was admitting to you how unemployed I was. Yeah, like, even before, like, I started the sorority rounds, like, I was always thinking to myself, like, what am I gonna do with myself, this, and that, which isn't the worst thing, the worst problem. Yeah, so basically what I was trying to say with this video is I finally escaped one of the boys' bitches. So, and when I say one of the boys, I mean bitches that are one of the boys and niggas that are one of the boys. Like, I finally escaped those. And yeah, I'm finally free. I escaped. And none of them hoes will be into me either. Because, I mean, even though this hasn't even happened in like 2 years, like, them type of niggas, but like, it still haunts me. Like, I even, like, when I try to go to sleep or when I wake up, like, it is still bad. Like, yeah, it's something that I'll always be grateful that I escaped one of the boys' bitches. Like, they just are so slow and delusional. They can't even peep that I'm not a fucking twink. I'm not a twink. I'm not a twink. I'm not a twink. I'm not a twink. I'm a grown woman, bitch. Mind you, there are just so many steps you have to take to be delusional. And I was telling my psychiatrist about this. I already mentioned this over and over, but like, why was she acting like I have dissociative personality disorder for talking about how weird it was? Like, do you know how predatory it is for these people that I was mentioning to her to some time has passed and I lost my ID, but I wanted to finish this video. But basically, I was telling my manly ass psychiatrist how offended I was. I know I've already told this story in other videos, but like, how offended I was about, like, the people that have shown all of this creepy ass interest to me, but are trying to act delusional or ignorant to the fact that I'm a woman, as if they like femboys or some shit like that. So I don't get why her manly ass wouldn't understand why that would be a problem. Like as if all attention is good attention or something, or as if I'm supposed to not be offended or see that as a nightmare. But anyways, the only reason I came back to the library is because I lost my car, so I'm gonna have to backtrack, but I also had to finish this video. But yeah, it's so offensive. But you know, basically what I was trying to say with this video is that joining a sorority keeps me away from bitches that are twink chasers or whatever, like being into me but acting like ignoring that I'm a woman, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Even though it's 2024 and this type of stuff hasn't even happened since like 2022, 2023, it's still offensive. And you know, yeah, and it's not really something that I can talk to a lot of people about, because nobody knows what that feels like or actually takes offense to that. But like, it is offensive. Like, I am not a twink. Like, I will assault you. Would a twink assault you? I will put hands on you. I will kill you. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, why are you acting delusional? Like, get away from me, you manly bitch. Like, and it takes a couple tries for them to peep that I'm a girl, like a hoe, like HOWE, HO shit. HOUX, HO. But yeah, I'm not a twink, and I'm also not your mom. Is there a way to choose neither? Do you know what I mean? I thought I was gonna find my student ID here, but yeah, I will beat on you. I will beat on you. I will kill you. Like, would a twink do that? And yeah, I mean, and I'm no longer like taking offense either to like people like referring me to me as an adult or seeing me as like growing up. Like when I was younger, I would get offended when my mom was like, "Oh, you're growing up," or "I just love the woman that you're becoming." Whatnot. Like, that's completely fine. You're exactly right. I am grown. and that's not negative. So also to keep away from the twink chasers, I just like always think of myself as, I just always think to myself like, I'm a woman's type, I'm a woman's type, I'm a woman's type, because that makes me feel more like myself. Because if I was a nigga's type, I would have to be a fucking twink. Do you know what I mean? So I just like always think to myself like, I'm a woman's type, so that I'll never come into contact with you, one of the niggas ass niggas, one of the boys bitches and one of the boys niggas, because you have no real business. I have no real business ever meeting you. We exist in parallel universes that never cross. I never want to fucking see you ever again. I never want to see you. Actually, I haven't seen you. You fucking sex offender bitch. But yeah.